Hi kids, well congratulations for getting to the point where you are going to build your launch dummy for the KNEX-Apult, okay? Now the launch dummy or the item that you're launching is going to have to be a very specific size and have a very specific mass, okay? That way we can collect accurate data with it. All right, so again, we want to make something that everybody will be using that is the same size and the same mass, okay? So, and density, so that it flies through the air consistently, all right? So anyways, before you actually start launching things, you're going to make your launch dummy. And what you're going to do is you are going to make a circle on a piece of paper that has a 7-inch diameter, okay? So just to refresh yourself, the diameter of your circle, okay, is a line segment that goes through the center of the circle from side to side. This is going to be 7 inches, okay? Which means you're going to need to make a radius that is half the distance of the diameter, which would be, of course, 3.5 inches, okay? So once you establish that radius, you'll be able to begin making the circumference of the circle, and when you create that radius, you'll end up with a diameter of 7 inches, okay? And you'll get the proper circumference, okay? You'll begin to make all these little arcs all the way around the circle, which will make the circumference, okay? Now, how are you going to make that a compass? Well, you are going to make that compass by using the following parts. You're going to use 1 green rod, 1 blue rod, 2 dark gray connectors, and 1 orange track connector, okay? So using these parts, you'll be able to make the correct size radius or compass that will create the radius that will give you a 7-inch diameter, okay? Now, once you have your circle drawn, you want to bring it to me and get it approved. What I'll do is I'll put the ruler on it and I'll measure it. And if it's about 7 inches, I will let you cut it out. So it can be like 7 1/4, 7 1/8, maybe in between, you know, 6 3/4 and 7 1/4. So we'll give you a little wiggle room there, all right? So once you get your circle approved, you can cut it out. Now, once you get it cut out, okay, you're going to have a full circle, okay? You're going to have your full circle. Now, this is not going to launch if you put it in your KNEX-Apult. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a line of symmetry on your circle. Now, it's a circle, so it has got a lot of lines of symmetry, which is kind of a neat part about a circle. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your circle and get 1 line of symmetry and fold it on that line of symmetry. Once you fold it on that line of symmetry, okay, once you fold it on that line of symmetry, what you will do is you will be able to create what we call the semicircle, okay? So once you have that semicircle established, you're only going to have 1 line of symmetry with that. So then you're going to fold the semicircle on the line of symmetry, and you'll create what is known as a quadrant of the circle, okay? A quadrant meaning that you would have 4 of these in a circle. So 4 of these would form an entire circle, okay? So what we have is we have a radii and an arc, and because we can get 4 of these out of a circle, we call it a quadrant of a circle, okay? Now, we're not done yet, because now we're going to fold the quadrant of our circle. We're going to fold it along a line of symmetry. When you do that, you end up with a sector, okay? This sector, okay, this part of the circle is called a sector, this area. And it is formed because it's an area that is bound by 2 radii and an arc. So if we put this on our circle, we can see that these 2 radii go to the center, and there's an arc right here. And so we could get several of these sectors out of our quadrants and whole circle. Now, we're not going to stop there. We're going to make another sector by folding this sector along its line of symmetry. Okay, so now you've got it pretty folded up there. Okay, so you got this nice little wedge. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to take this vertice, okay, this vertex that is formed by these two rays in this arc, or radii, okay, depending on how you're interpreting it. So they would be radii, and this right here where they meet, and you're going to basically, very carefully, start rolling it up into itself, okay? Now, it might get a little difficult, but you're going to just kind of like bunch it up, roll it up as many times as you can, okay? And then what you will do is you will take this to your teacher, to me, and I will give you a piece of tape, and you will tape it and close it, okay? You will tape it up and close it. This can then be put in your basket, and you can launch it, okay? And so that's what we're going to do, all right? And that's what we will use to collect our data, all right? If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message on Schoology, or come back to the desk and get in the queue and ask, okay? Alrighty, good luck.